Grief is weird. It isn't the same for everyone, and it isn't just one curve of emotion with 5 strict steps to follow before you just get over it. I once heard an analogy about a ball inside a box.
Oh, no, wait. Where are you going?
That ball was grief, and in that box was a button.
Hi. Whoa, come on.
When grief is new, it's a large ball that over and over just slams into the button. Over time, that ball starts to shrink. It hits the button less and less, but it still hits, and it still hurts. My dad died of chronic lymphocytic leukemia when I was 17, specifically March 28, 2012. It was a huge loss for my family and our community. An amazing man was torn from this world much too soon. I'm often wondering about what my dad would be like today, or what life advice he would give me, or when he would say we're going fishing again. It's hard to function this time of year. My family always starts going downhill without realizing it at the beginning of March. The house doesn't get cleaned. We're slower moving. We make more mistakes, and soon enough, we're finding it hard to get out of bed. After 9 years, aren't we supposed to be fine? Aren't we supposed to be healed? We went through the denial, we went through the anger, the depression, the bargaining, and the acceptance that Dad is really gone. So what the hell? Why are we not healed? It's because there isn't really healed. There isn't a cured, recovered, magically better than ever before, and will never be sad again. After losing a loved one, you will never be the person you once were.
Baby.
In the whole of your heart that once held this precious human's love, trauma has taken a hold and transformed into this intense darkness. However, we have to remember that love is, in fact, still there. If that love is sunshine, there will be days where trauma, like clouds in the sky, will block out all light and a storm will roll in. But our sunshine isn't gone. It's only hidden behind the storm that will pass through with time. In How I Met Your Mother, a show I watch way too often and love way too much, Lily tells Ted, "You can't design your life like a building. It doesn't work that way. You just have to live it, and it will design itself. Listen to what the world is telling you to do and take the leap." But what does that mean for grief? What does that mean for those of us that can't see how we can even live anymore without that loved one? Well, maybe that just means to put one foot in front of the other. Maybe to start a new hobby or pick up an old one. But maybe it simply means to just keep living. I honestly think that's what my dad would have wanted too, for all of us to just live. He loved his life. He loved John Wayne and fishing. He loved martial arts and teaching. He loved German chocolate cake and chicken noodle soup. He loved his wife and his daughters. So how would he have felt if on his anniversary his family spent every year mourning? And I'm not saying to not process your emotions, but I am saying to encourage whatever feelings you need to feel to come to the surface. I purposefully watched How I Met Your Mother on his anniversary to relate to Marshall when he loses his own father. I purposefully watch it to cry. But I also went for a trail ride in the beautiful sunshine. I bought chickens, I picked wild poppies, I danced in the kitchen with my dogs to my dad's favorite music. I journaled, I made German chocolate cupcakes, and I took my time to talk to Dad for a while. I took some deep breaths and enjoyed a slow-moving, but deeply emotional weekend. It's incredibly hard to go through the emotions of grief, but it is so important to work through those feelings. I found a quote that speaks greatly to me. Our grief is a measure of the affection we had and still have for those that have gone to rest in the arms of the Lord. It is the last act of love we can show to those whom we loved but have departed from us. Our grief is truly an act of love. It is a gift. It puts some meaning behind the love that we have for a human. Take your time with healing. Take your time to work through the trauma and emotions. Just don't forget to still live. Don't forget those small things you enjoy, even if it's simply enjoying making cups.